Hey everyone, Ekman here with another video, and today we have an Android 17 list that I've been using on the ranked ladder for Fusion World. It's honestly a little bit unconventional, but a lot of fun, and it's more viable than I thought it would be, especially since, in my mind, I'm like, if you're not playing the stage, like we're not playing in this build, what's the point of running Android 17? And the more I've been playing with it, the more I've been testing, there are definitely some reasons for you to do it. So real quick, we're going to go over this deck list, and we're also going to go over some gameplay at the end, and I do also want to shout out Jesse, who ended up getting 7th place on my weekly last week with a similar build of Android 17. It's at least the build that I saw that kind of turned me on into the idea of using Android 17 without it. And again, I wouldn't have probably be on this build without him. So I do appreciate that. And if you guys are interested in my future tournaments, it's going to be another one this Wednesday. Signups will go up this Monday. Link in the description for that if you guys are interested for it. And we'll see if you guys will be there. But in the meantime, we're going to go over this list real quick. If you guys don't know what Android 17 does, front side pretty standard for the deck, and on the back side permanent. Your turn, if you have 6 or more energy, this card gets plus 10k power. So honestly, having a 30k leader on offense is the biggest reason to play this guy. It's very, very strong, especially into Broly. Being able to attack Broly for free without having to use a card for it is not too bad. Getting to 6 energy is sometimes a struggle, but with this build, it's generally pretty easy for it. And normally you'd use the lab to get there, but I do like just the flexibility of this leader specifically. With the general lab build, you kind of have to spend your entire turn 3 to play the lab, and then you're still like kind of behind on energy, and you kind of wasted an entire turn to do so. So I think that's really nice. And then also compared to like Gohan, which is like the other like generic one, he doesn't really have a leader effect unless you have the 5-drop Goku out. So even though the 5-drop Goku is a really good card, you're kind of needed to play that card, and you're a little bit inflexible, because if you don't play him, then you don't get your leader effect on offense or defense for free anymore, and it just gets a little bit harder to use a leader. So I like, again, this leader is a little bit more flexible on the lines you get to play, and because of that, it's a little bit harder to brick or not find the pieces that you kind of need, which I think is really nice. So going through it real quick, I think generally you want to go first with this leader, because the good curve is turn 1 play Son Goku or Son Gohan, turn 2 you play Android 18 or Trunks Future, and then after that you play your 3-drop ramp, which is Destructive Strength. This goes to 3 to 4. You start your next turn at 5 energy, and then you can use any of your ramp cards to get to 6 energy, and you get the +1 or plus 10k on your leader, which is really strong. So obviously Vegeta is really good. Helps out on your odd curves too, which is also why we're playing the Goku. We can only run one of these, but kind of late game or like mid game, there are some points where you'd rather play Son Goku, even though you go -1 in hand compared to Vegeta. The fact that the energy you get is an active is pretty important, because you do want to have an energy open for this gigantic meteor. So that's important enough for you in a lot of ways and helps you on the defense side. Turles is also the same way. It plays a card from your drop active. So on your 5 energy turn, you play this guy, you go to 6, and the 6th energy is open, so you can have one open for Gigantic Meteor, and then you have a 30k crit and a 30k leader swing for free after that, which is really, really nice. Other than that, like, you again can be pretty flexible on the cards that you're playing. If you need to play some Gohan Childhood, you don't feel like as needed to play, like, to ramp into it, right? Or as much as like the extra 10k is nice, it's not like as critical as like Gohan getting to 8 or Broly getting 8. Like Broly needs to get 8 pretty quickly as well. And then it's more flexible on for Android 17 and 18s as well. If you really think about it too, and what I've been experiencing is that this is almost as good as just dropping Broly as is. And there's so many other decks like Gohan and Broly who don't really have time to play this, because they want to get to 8-drop faster, right? This card being able to get rid of 2 3-cost or less mean if you ramp, you pretty much get 2 bodies off the board anyways, and you get a 40k double strike, which means that you still kind of do like the dual attack thing. So honestly, this card's been very strong. I've been really appreciating finding this and dropping it on curve, because if we're on like the odd curve, like if we go second, there's some weird turns when you go from 4 energy to 5, and then you start your turn, you're at 6, and you get to use this. So I think that's really great. And being more flexible to play cards and leaving, again, an energy open for your Destructive Strength helps you out a lot, and being a 30k leader for the second half of the game really helps you as well. So before that, besides that, I think the deck is strong. I did used to run some Android 16s to play the Gohan, but it's a dead card in red and yellow, because they can minus it and you don't get the on KO, or they can rest it in yellow. So it's really only good against green, and blue can't answer it, but you're winning against blue anyways. So we're just playing 3 of this guy. If you don't like him, you can add another card, like another 17-18 or like the 7-drop if you want. But sometimes just getting that extra life puts you in a really good spot, especially since we're not as like worried about awakening early, and we can be like play the late game against a lot of other decks that aren't just like the green mirror match at times. So honestly, the deck's been feeling really good. I've been really enjoying playing it, and let's go to the example game. All right, for example game, we're playing against Bob, who's a level 166 and in God rank as well. We're playing the Aandroidd 17, and he's going to be playing the U7 version of Goku there. And we're going to end up going second, which again, I prefer going first, but there are some plays for going second, and they are going to be going first on that one. So starting out on their turn, they're going to be charging to 1 energy, and then they're going to be playing a 1-drop Roshi there. This is probably one of their best cards against our matchup because we wouldn't kind of force them to be awakened. They get to just take a life and get that extra goodness pretty easy. So, and then they're using Assemble's Representative Universe 7 to get their 5-drop Goku from the set. So we're going to charge our Goku, our Son Gohan there. We're going to attack into their leader and just get the draw. And then just play our 1-drop and pass after that. So we do have our 3-drop ramp. We'll see if that makes a difference for us. Sometimes I don't like playing it right away because we do kind of need some additional resources. Or sometimes like Aandroidd 17 being able to trade into stuff is, Aandroidd 18 being able to trade into stuff is good. But they're going to play their hit, which again, they've got the good 1-2 combo right now. If they play the 3-drop Goku next turn, it's going to be pretty bad for us. But they're attacking in. They're going to hit us down to 7, and they can awaken right now, which is what they end up going to do. So using the Roshi effect, going down to 4, and they are now awakened. So pretty good start for Goku, and pretty rough for us as well. So they're going to now be awakened. Luckily, hit doesn't get benefited from their effect, but they're going to hit 20k into us, hit us down to 6, and we get a 17-18 from our life there. So 2 energy, 1 energy marker for us right now. I was thinking about using the 3-drop, but I think it was just better to play this right now. I know some of you guys are like, oh, why aren't you playing this? Why aren't you playing the 3-drop? But it's sometimes you just want to be able to get some value and kind of stop the bleeding just a little bit. So now we have this 20k body that we can attack into, and we can defend a little bit easier than our 15k body. Which I think is a little bit more important for this setup right here. So they're going to take this and then kind of pass for us. And since we're kind of on this odd curve, it doesn't really help us to get the energy mark. Like we don't get to 6 quicker, essentially, by playing the ramp on 3. But they end up having the 3-drop Goku. So they have literally everything for this setup. I think this is one of the best starts for this U7 Goku as is. So already awakened, and they're going to be able to hit us down to 4 very quickly now. All right, so hitting us down, there it is, hitting us to 5. They're hitting with hit as well, not using the effect, staying at 4 life. Hitting us to 4. There it is there, and then they're going to hit with 30k. We're going to awaken, but I don't think we're going to be able to get out of this, unfortunately, unless we want to use a super combo, but that still just feels really, really bad. So here's us awakening, and then being able to, go down to 3. A little rough, but I think it's okay for what it is. So we do have 13 cards in hand. We are going to probably charge 1 of the 3-drop extra cards there. We're going to attack into the hit there, and then they have they get out of it, and then I think we're going to play our 4-drop. Yeah, we're going to play our 4-drop Vegeta here, so we get rid of this hit anyway. So we were able to get some advantage and get them to discard a card. I think we're still going to attack into the Vegeta there, so we don't have to like lose a card, and so they'd have to attack into it anyways. Yeah, we're going to do that anyways. They're smart enough to know that if they defend, we can discard a card, and we're going to pass from there. So even though we quote-unquote missed our ramp, we still will be able to get to 6 energy next turn because we can play one of our 4-drop or 5-drop ramp cards and get there. So they're going to attack with their 20k. We're going to get out of it pretty quickly with a 5k. They have their 30k Goku on the board right now, which is a bit of a menace. They're going to play one more of them. Oh my god, they have it every time. And they're going to be able to get rid of our Vegeta for free now. So at least we attacked with it, so they had to, use this, and we didn't like lose the card as is. But another 30k at the noggin hurts pretty bad. We're going to go down to 2. Find another Aandroidd 17-18. It would have been great to be at 6 energy next turn, though. That definitely would have helped us a lot to be able to play the 17-18 for the double. But just did not happen. So we're going to use the effect of, well, they're going to play Tinshin on. Oh, no. Oh, no, the one more card from hand. That's dangerous. They're going to attack 20 into our 20. We're going to use a 5k to get out, and there it goes. All right, well, they've been pretty aggressive successfully so far, but we will be able to get to our 6 energy finally. We're charging a 17-18. We're going to play the Turtles out of here, which will let us play another card from our energy, from our drop into our energy. So now we have 1 open. We're going to attack 30k into the Tian Shinhan, which is going to go away now. There it is. And then we're going to attack the Turles into leader because this kind of gets a card out of hand either way. So I could have attacked into one of their 25Ks, but they could defend it a little bit easier. And this way they either lose the card out of hand to defend, or they just go down to 3 life, which puts them kind of in range to lose next turn potentially too. So they're attacking 20k into us. We're going to get a 25k out. I was thinking about this a little bit, but we decided just to go for it. We don't really want to go down to 1, because if we do, then they can use their 4-drop on the Turles. But at this point, I'm like, all right, if it happens, it happens. They're going to use their 30k swings because it does work out for them. We're going to actually go 20k to pretend like we don't have a super combo to maybe see if they overextend into it. But so far, yeah, they're going to play 4-drop Gohan, though, so not too scary. They probably should have done that first, but maybe they're... I mean, I know they're holding on to the 5 cost. They're going 30 into our 20. I'm going to use a Gigantic Meteor since we have 2 others in hand and we have the 1 open energy. So that's pretty good for us there. And for some reason, they're just deciding to keep the 5-drop around, which is kind of nice for us. So we have some chances to kind of go for game in our own way. We have 7 energy open. We're going to attack 30k into the Gohan to see what they do. They're going to use a 10k to get out of it. And the one issue I had, I charged the 1-drop Goku for this one. I'm like, oh man, I hope I don't need one of these 0-cost events. I was thinking about Gigantic Meteor for a long time, but decided to not to. But we ended up going 45k. Maybe that was a little bit too much as well, but just mean that they had to super combo something else. And then we do a 30k. Oh, we don't even attack the 30k Turtles, because if they have 4-drop Goku, they can attack into it for an easy game. So they're going to go 30k there. We're going to go 20k. Get out of it. 40 to 30. And then, yeah, they still have 6 energy open. You're going to play the 2-drop hit now, so that means that they can't play the 5-drop Goku that they could potentially have in hand. I mean, they have charged 2 already. They're going to take the 1 card from life, make that a 35k. And they're going to go 30 here. So we're actually going to go 5 and 10 to get out of it with the Turles. Since they did go down to 2 life, I don't think I need the Turles as much anymore. And then there's the 4-drop Goku I've been afraid of this entire game. They're going to be able to give the minus 15k to the Aandroidd 17-18. They're going to be attacking 35k at comboing all the way up. So with 3, yeah, I think they're at 40, yeah, 75k. So unfortunately, we are going to be very, very close. We're going to go to 45, and then with the rest of the cards in hand, we get out of it. Otherwise, if we kept that 5-drop, that 1-drop Goku and comboed with it 5k, we would have survived. 0 cards in hand, but we had a double strike to end the game. So really, really close, but didn't quite get there. So I wanted to show a game, even though we lost, it was really close. It just kind of shows the decision-making for this deck. And it's honestly just a really good time. I had a really good time. Even though, again, we were off by 5k, it was a really, really close game. So that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle and this deck as well. Let me know what other decks you guys want to see, and I'll catch you all next time.